Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is continuation of NHS Interview series. One of the important questions asked by the interviewer is about critical appraisal or critical analysis of a paper. So critical analysis of a paper is defined as it's a process designed to enable clinicians to draw appropriate conclusions about the usefulness and validity of any published evidence. So it's about the evidence-based medicine. In simple terminology, it's to analyze a paper and to see if it is relevant to our daily practice and how useful it is to our routine practice. So it's a balanced assessment of benefits and strength and flaws and weakness of a study, assessment of research process and results, and conclusions of quantitative and qualitative aspects of a paper. These are the three major components of critical analysis of a paper. So critical analysis of a paper is a complete process and it consists of many different steps. First of all, we will check the general background of a paper to see the title, is it relevant to the content or not, to see the journal, is it peer reviewed or not, to see the impact factor of the journal. If it is published in high impact factor, it means the journal is more learned and of higher quality. So next one is about the authors, to see if the authors are from a well-known institute or not. And then the submission, we need to see how much was the time between the submission date and publication, because a longer time may indicate that there was a lot of reworking. Then we need to see the introduction. Do the authors clearly lay out the background of the study as being worthy of investigation, and are the aims and hypotheses clearly set out? Then we will see the methods. What method was used? Was it a meta-analysis? Was it a randomized control trial, cohort study, case control study? Whatever the method was used. And next one is about the results. We need to look at the results. Are they clearly stated? And what statistical methods were used for the data collection? And we need to look at the p-values and confidence interval. And importantly, the interviewer may ask you about the p-value. P-value, this is the chance between 0 and 1 that the observed event occurred by chance. By convention, a p-value less than 0.05 is deemed significant. Okay, and finally the conclusion. We need to see that what was the conclusion. The conclusion section should only discuss the findings stated in the results section and how appropriate the plans has been made for future study. And finally, have the authors accepted or rejected their hypothesis? Has this paper proven something to you? And crucially, does any of this apply to the population or individual you care for? And will this change your management in any way? Okay, and then we need to look at why it is important. Critical analysis is important to ensure what is presented by the authors are valid, to determine whether the study results are applicable to your population or not, to ensure you are practicing evidence-based medicine in your routine clinical practice. So critical analysis is about reviewing any published article or research with respect to your routine practice. So the important steps, the basic steps of critical appraisal are 4. First thing is to read and reread the article in order to understand the article completely. Then is understand what was done and why it was done. What was the significance of doing this research or case study? And then analyze the results according to your practice and ask critical question about the information presented. Okay. Now I will just revise the basic steps of critically analyzing a paper. So first one is about the general background. We need to look at the title, we need to look at the journal, impact factor of the journal, to look at the author's name and their relevant institution, and the time of submission, the introduction of the article, whether it's relevant or not, the methods used for analysis, and was it a case control study, randomized control study, or meta-analysis, to look at the results. Finally, the conclusions. So there are 10 key questions, very important in critical appraisal. These questions you need to ask yourself before presenting your critical appraisal to the interviewers. So just for your convenience, you need to look at these things. First is the study relevant? Does the study add anything new to the practice. What type of research question is being asked here? Is the study design appropriate for the research question? Like the study design is again about randomized control trials, and then case control, and then cross-sectional or cohort study. Next one is, did the study methods address the source of bias? Next one is, was the study performed according to the original protocol? Did it test a stated hypothesis? Were the statistical analysis performed correctly? Do the data justify the conclusion? Are there any conflicts of interest? So these are 10 steps of critical analysis of a paper. These 10 steps you can memorize for yourself in order to present critical analysis of a paper. That's it. Thank you so much. We'll come again with another exciting video of NHS interview series. Thank you.